So we are going to do a little bit of math and a little bit of science with this fun foodie activity. So we're going to need unpopped popcorn kernels and 2 glass containers that are around the same capacity. These have 2 different shapes, but the mason jars are actually the same exact capacity. And what Lucy's going to do first is she's going to count out 100 popcorn kernels and put them into one of the mason jars. How full do you think this container is going to be when we fill it with 100 popcorn kernels?
I think it's going to go up to this one.
Okay, Lucy's saying right about here is 100 popcorn kernels. So now she's going to count out 100 popcorn kernels, and you are going to see how full that makes this mason jar.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is an excellent
5, 6, 7,
math activity because
8,
it's a lot of counting
9,
and you have to really focus.
11.
Right, go ahead.
We're putting the last one in.
Not the last one. We're on 90. We just put 90, so we're going 90.
91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
Good.
So I was wrong about that.
Yeah. So look how full the container is. Barely filling just the bottom of the container. Isn't that crazy how little 100 looks when you put it in a big container like this? So we're going to throw in a few extra kernels because what do you usually find at the end of the popcorn bowl? Is it all popped or are there some kernels left over at the end?
Kernels left over.
Yeah, there's usually some kernels left over that don't get popped. So we're going to throw in a few extra to do the actual popping. But one last time, you can see this is our 100 unpopped popcorn kernels. So I'm going to take a handful,
100.
dump them in. You want to put some in?
How many do we have? We have more than 100.
And we have more than 100 now, but that's okay. We are going to put them. We have this awesome kernel popper. It's a silicone popcorn maker. All I have to do is put in a little bit of oil and put in the popcorn kernels, and it'll make popcorn for us in the microwave. So we'll come back to you once we have our popped popcorn. Lucy, when we pop our 100 kernels, how full do you think this container is going to be? This is going to be for our popped popcorn, 100 popped pieces of popcorn. You think it's going to go all the way up to the top? Do you think it's going to overflow?
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, let's see. We're going to pop our popcorn.
Since popcorn is big, I think it's going to overflow.
It does get bigger once it's popped, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
Because
Okay, we're back. We popped our popcorn, and we're assuming that most of it was popped, but we threw in some extra kernels just in case. And I do see some unpopped popcorn kernels at the bottom. We still have our jar with the unpopped kernels at the bottom to show us what 100 unpopped kernels look like here. So now we're going to pour our popped popcorn into the container and see what happens, okay? And we're going to count it out just to make sure we have 100 of each one. All right, we've got 90 pieces of popcorn in here. So we're 91. Count with me.
92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
Okay, were you right?
Yep.
Yep, it definitely went over the top of our container. So, 100, oopsie, put it back on top. 100 unpopped kernels, 100 popped popcorn kernels. So
That's way above.
wait, why does this one overfill the container and this one barely fill the container? What's the difference?
Because the kernels are smaller, but these ones are bigger.
So they take up more room or more space in a container. Very neat. Now we get to enjoy our snack.
Yummy.